Man, what's going on, family? This is not financial advice. Do your own research, man. We're going to be getting to the charts today. We're going to be doing some technical analysis. So, this is what we got for the last, since the 19th. So, this is my channel that I kind of pointed out. It's a two-tier channel that we got starting from the 19th. And we were in this channel on down until the break. And now we're bouncing around in the second tier of this channel and we're flattening out into a range. Because the move is so strong, we're consolidating at support. So this was the overnight session. I'm just going to kind of zoom in and see what we saw in the overnight session. So prices, what's today? So prices, it's the 23rd, so prices was around this area. And what we saw was price trade down today. So they traded down, and what they did was unusual because they spiked up really strong. And then they made this kind of downtrend. They were in this downtrend. You can call it a bull flag or whatever. So this is what I saw in the price action. So I assumed that this was a bullish pattern until I saw them flattening out. So I had this range. They are range bound. And as you can see, this is one touch over here in this area on the chart. And we got this touch right here on this. And then we got another touch here. So this was the bottom of my range. This is the top of my range for today's price action. So I did have this downtrend going. So I seen a break of this trend line. So we need a new high at this point of this strong push-ups here. So in my mind, we're bullish until proven wrong, unless we're playing the range. So it's gonna kind of show you my trades that I like today, and we're gonna just go from there. So I'm gonna show you some trades that I took, and couple longs I got stopped out on as well. So it's gonna kind of I did overtrade again. So I'm trying to get down to 2 trades a day. I had 4, and you know how it goes. So all right, so price traded down. This is my downtrend. I did see these lower highs after lower highs. So I had this downtrend channel, tight, real tight, and prices opened here. So this is where prices opened, and this was what, 9:30. Prices opened here. They spiked up, right? So they came all the way up to this trend line and rejected right off the trend line. But the reason I took this trade was because I noticed that the trend line was here. So if this trend line held after being overbought, they hit this trend line after the bounce up, the spike up, and they had a bearish bar. Then I seen this green bar. It was a green bar at first here on this trade. Then we had another rejection bar with some follow through. So this is why I took this trade. So the trend line verified, we're slightly overbought at resistance, and we had follow through on this bearish candle. This was my trade. I entered as soon as this bearish candle, at the very end of this candle, that's where I entered here. So I was able to come down to here. I didn't know they were going to come back to the lows, but that confirmed that this was a range. This is a range day. So it came down to the lows and they bounced. So it's clear we're playing the range today. So you know how we play the range. We buy high, buy low, and what? Sell high, right? So got this downtrend, got a break of this downtrend, another break. So this, obviously, we're playing the range. So the big bounce up confirmed the trading range, and they had a pullback entry here that you were supposed to take. So this was a 50% retracement of this move off of a double bottom. This was the trade that you were supposed to take on the bounce up. So to reach the highs, I did not take this trade. Reason being because something happened here at 10 a.m., around 10 a.m., where I think it was some news that came out and they jumped around, they spiked around. I'm gonna zoom in so you can see exactly what I saw during this time. And I kind of got chopped up in here. Two losers. I got two losers in here. My first one was going long too early. And my second one was going short too early. So this was a chop zone, but I didn't pay attention to the news. They had some announcements of the housing numbers that came out, and it was negative catalyst. So it came down, double bottom, 50% retracement. It rolled all the way back up to the highs. That was the trade of the day. That would have been my 2 and done, but I wasn't paying attention to the news. So the news came out here at 10 a.m. That's what created this choppiness. But I know next time I wouldn't even trade it if I knew news was coming out right in this area. So all right, so prices came up here. They made 2 legs up. So I didn't draw any trend lines on here because of the range. So we got a high. They made a double top. They came down, made a lower high. And then they bounced up one more time and came back and made a higher high. And this was confirmation to me of lower highs, double top. This was quadruple top actually on the other time frame that I was watching. But this was a confluence with the range. So this is, as you can see, you see what I'm saying? So we got this area, then we got a lower high entry you could have took, but you had to be watching a smaller time frame because obviously this bar is too big. So this was the channel that I had initially. I'm gonna show you the channel that I had. And obviously they broke it. So this channel was valid in the beginning, but they broke it, made a new low. So these 2 trades I did take. I scalped these, and I think one of my runners got kicked out, and the other one I managed to get a few points, and that kind of cleared me for the day. So I was pretty much green after that, and I was done. I did take a trade back here late in the day. I think it was around, where's my other trade? Somewhere up here. It was a short entry, but I only got like 2 points. So I think that was 4 trades. 1, 2, 3, 5 trades. Yep, 5 trades, which should have been 2 if I would have just paid attention to this chop area here. So 2 legs up. Now we got these lower highs forming, lower high, and then we got another lower high, and then we got this push down here to these lows. And this is where the range came into play. This is a buying opportunity. I did not buy because it was choppy. So I didn't like the price action movement of how choppy it was. But they did have a first entry, second entry, but the bar is half bearish, half body, and they had another rejection bar. So that was the trap. I knew not to go short here because the trend had played out. So they had to break in a new low. I knew not to go short. That was the trap, and that was the buy right here. So this green candle obviously showed it was a trap. They just kind of chopped up. They made a double top up here. Oh, this is when I knew that actually this was 38 right here, between the 38 and the 50 area. This was a triple top. This is the consolidation zone I was talking about. The quadruple top. At a high, a lower high, and they came up. They just a triple test up here. They pushed down, had a higher low, was confirmed this uptrend, which had led to, the overshoot led to a reversal. Then we got another high. They came up, took out those stops, pushed down, and they came back up, tested it again, and this was a possible short entry for you. So this bar, big engulfing candle after this hammer candle here, big engulfing candle, that was an entry. You could have easily scalped out to the lows and even back down to here, but that was what I saw today, man. It was pretty choppy, kind of volatile, but the bigger time frame, the 5-minute time frame, is golden, man. It kind of showed what they were doing. The range was in play. As you can see, it was nothing but a range day with a bearish imbalance. So couldn't even make it back to the top of the range, and as you can see, it's a bearish imbalance. So those are the trades that I saw today. I do have a price that I'm looking at for this market on this bigger channel here. So got to break it, this bigger channel. We're gonna zoom in. So we got to break it, this bigger channel, and you know that leads to a new low. I got a target. My first target is let me see. My very first target is 40.97. So 40.97 is down here, and that's where I believe this market, the first stop this market is going. That'll be another retracement area, 40.97. And then my next area would be 39.83. So 39.83, this is my next target. 39.83, so somewhere down here. So that's what I'm looking at this market going, man. I'm thinking we're gonna get a huge pullback, but there's a major support down here. So don't be surprised if we bounce somewhere in this area of the 4,000 area on this chart. So yeah, man, like, subscribe to the channel, man. We can get you on these plays. If you got all the way through the video, you're enjoying the content, man. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Out.